Does size matter? Of course! A bigger one can ride smoother, but a shorter one is more versatile and will have more use on the long run. Ohio Storm Riders! So, how can we decide how big do we want our frames? It seems common sense that skate frames are around this big, but why is that? And should we use normal inline skate common sense on electric inline skates? So how frame size affects skates? Firstly, we should consider number of wheels, as number of wheels affects both skateability and efficiency. I made a video about how the number of wheels affect efficiency, and you can see in the card here or here. But shortly, inline skates can have from 1 to I don't know how many wheels you want to put on them, but normally up to 6. If you add more wheels without changing frame size, it will give the skate more maneuverability. So less wheels makes them more stable, of course, since you have less maneuverability. So in a similar way, you can say that about frame length. Longer means more stable, and shorter means less stable and more maneuverability. So it might look like a shorter frame and more wheels instantly makes everything better, but when you go really fast, the added stability of a longer frame can really help you not lose your teeth. So let's think about it this way. How short can we make the frame and still maintain its skateability? And how long can we make them until it starts looking like a ski? I mean, the short one is really easy to answer. Let's assume a minimum of 2 wheels per frame, otherwise we're gonna end up with this, and we can all agree that this is not an inline skate. So for 2 wheels, the minimum frame size is the size of 2 wheels. If you put them right beneath the center of your foot, you can actually skate this. It will probably be very unstable and it will be very hard to actually accelerate if you have motors inside. But it is skatable. So let's see about if we put like the really longest frame we can think about it. So this is a Nordic inline skate frame. It is meant to help cross-country skiers train off-season when there is no snow. So you have like off-road, big off-road tires. You put your boot right here, so you can see the heel here. And you put a boot right here, and then you can skate on cross-country trails. So a frame this long is really, really stable, but it has so little maneuverability, and these tires have so much grip, you can't turn this. You can't turn this. So the only way to use this is actually, you have to actually lift your foot off the ground and then turn, and then turn. So you can't do like the sliding kind of thing we do on inline skates. These are like up, turn, down, up, turn, down, up, turn, down. So it's kind of a hassle when you get it too long. So now we know a really short frame is really twitchy and a really long frame it's not skatable. So what do we do with electric inline skates? So this is a normal 4 wheels inline skate with a 250 millimeter wheelbase, which means it has 250 millimeters from this axle to this axle. And as you can see right here, this is Thundrblade right now, and you can see that it's almost the same. So I've been using 260 millimeter wheelbase on this. So why did I choose 260 millimeter on this wheelbase? I've tested 300 millimeters, I've tested 270 millimeter, and I've tested 260 millimeters. These ones offer a really good stability at higher speeds and a really good maneuverability at slow speeds. We could test shorter wheel frames, but although this offers a really good stability, it is not as good I would like to at higher than 20 miles per hour. Also, you have to take into account how far back from your heel is the motor, because since this is the one thing pushing you forward, the further back it is, the more you can accelerate without falling on your back. But if you have a motor right beneath your heel, like with a really short wheelbase, and you have your motor right beneath your heel, then it will be really, really hard to use all your motor's power to actually push you forward. So yeah, right now I'm using the 260mm wheelbase because I'm not putting the batteries inside the frame. So when you're building the electric line skate, you have to choose all of your specs and dimensions based on your motor and your battery, because if you want to put your batteries inside the frame, the longer your frame is, the more battery you can actually fit inside of this frame. So if you are going to mainly be riding shorter distances and are not going to reach 30 miles per hour speed, you might prefer a really shorter frame. But if you want to do a no wires build and you want to go as fast as humanly possible, so maybe you want to put your battery inside the frame and have a longer frame for more stability. So it all adds up to what do you want to do with your build? So there's not one magical solution to everyone. That's the beauty of the DIY thing, right? Because you can make your build your own. So if you want to go faster, longer wheelbase is better. If you want to have more maneuverability at slow speeds, shorter wheelbase, better. But more than that, this is an electric line skate we're talking about. So you want to put the batteries inside the frame. Consider how much batteries are you going to actually put inside, how much volume does it take to put all those battery cells inside, because the longer the frame, the more battery you can put inside. And also, if you make the wheelbase too short, you can't even put any batteries inside of it. So if you have any other questions about frame size and what to do with this on electric line skate build, just put on the comments. Of course, you can hop on our Discord server to talk about frame size and other different things about building electric line skates. You can find our server link in the description and in the pinned comment. I would love to talk to you guys about what do you think it's worth considering when building an electric line skate. If it's range, if it's weight, if it's maneuverability. Let's talk about it on our Discord. Also, if you got any value from this video, don't forget we have a Ko-fi account, so you can head there and subscribe, or you can make a donation, buy us a coffee, so we can continue putting out these videos and help everyone to build their own electric line skate and make the dream of having air tracks a reality. And let's storm the streets.